once again, we return to the dark world of Cataclysm. Now on the latest stable branch, H, it is time for another tale. And today, we will be joining a man in his golden years. After a lifetime of hard work, Prince Adams managed to settle down in a posh retirement community. He saw the riots on the news, but assumed that they would have no reason to attack some harmless old folks. That assumption was proven wrong by a group of lunatics breaking in, leaving Adams no choice but to deal with them personally. Golden years, indeed. And so, alone in the basement of this retirement home, we meet our first character, Prince Adams. Now, Adams is young for a senior citizen at only 55 years of age. A very early retirement. Prince Adams had played a lot of baseball in his heyday, giving him a really decent skill with bashing weapons, and because of that, the athlete's form and proficiency with mace-like weapons. He also has a 4 in throwing from all that pitching. And as for his traits, he's a bit of a pyromaniac, but enjoys being stylish, is a spiritualist, and he's pretty good in the cold, among other things. But that's enough prep. It's time to get underway. So the first thing we're going to do is have a look at what we actually have at our disposal. We have a walking cane in hand, which is good because we can use that to bash. It's actually pretty easy to bash with, so that'll certainly help. We've got a nice tobacco pipe in his checkered pants. Oh, and a scarf too. That refillable lighter can come in handy. And of course, the pocket watch is going to let us know what the time of day is. Now, the power is out. It's dark in this basement, but it looks like we have a few items around us. We've got some Pinot. Nice. Well, we're not going to partake in that right now. Some Riesling down here as well as a deck of cards. We'll grab the deck of cards just in case we get stuck anywhere for a while. It's good to have some forms of entertainment. And we've got a keg down here as well that just has Cab Sav in there. So we're not going to have a drink of that right now. We'll just cautiously make our way around the basement here. It looks like it's just booze down here. But we do have a way out. That's good. We'll take these steps cautiously. We don't know what to expect in this basement. A filter mask. Not bad. We'll take that and we may end up putting that on. We're going to grab this hairpin as well, and the metal RPG die, we can throw those at creatures, so we'll pick them up too. The leather gloves would come in handy, but they're a poor fit for us. That tool belt, however, we should be able to put that on without too much trouble. So we're going to go and equip that, and then we can just check our legs, make sure that we're not too over encumbered, and we're not. That tool belt is going to allow us to carry a number of other things. But right now, we don't need anything else from these boxes. Okay, so it seems that we were aware that there was a set of stairs here and some more poor-fitting clothing. If those cargo pants fit a little bit better, we might want to put them on. But right now, we want to be quick, we want to be nimble. Oh, and that silver necklace, that will help us out. Because we're stylish, we benefit from having stylish things. Yeah. So we're going to keep that filter mask on our person, but we're not going to wear it yet. It looks like this is all there is to this basement. So we are just going to poke our head upstairs. Okay. It's bright out at the moment, and we can see outside. That's good and bad. The curtains are open. We're more than likely going to want to close them because we don't know who else is around us right now. And while we're at it, let's have a look at the map and see what we understand about the area around us. So we can see that this is one big, large retirement home with a community building that stretches up over here. We have a subway station and some administration buildings. Then, interestingly enough, tucked away in the woods, we have a Forge of Wonders. We are using magicalism in this setting. And so while it might not be commonplace among the population, magic does exist in this world. And that Forge of Wonders, well, there are going to be many wondrous things there. But right now, Prince Adam's goal, above anything else, is going to be trying to get to some form of safety. That's more than likely going to be a refugee center. Oh boy, and he's already spotted 2 zombies to the southeast. They're more than likely outside, and as we zoom out, we can see them down here. And I've just made a slight adjustment. The scaling of the game was a little off. Right, but this is looking better to me now. So we are going to crouch down to try and stay nice and low. We're going to move over and close that curtain. This computing book here might come in handy. It's difficult to tell if it'll actually teach us anything at all, but we're going to take that for the moment, and we're just going to try and sneak our way over towards this next window, close that over as well. So we're going to stand upright and just make our way into the kitchen. We have another window over here, so let's go crouched. It just means that we're less likely to be seen when we're doing that, and we'll stand back up again. Ooh. We have some knives. So we're going to take one of those butcher's knives, because if we have a look at them, they're pretty good when it comes to piercing. Not the best weapon in the world, but still decent. If we had enough space, I'd like to try and take some detergent with us as well, but we're not going to worry about that for the moment. Right now, I'm looking in these drawers to see if there are any better knives. A chef's knife is going to be better than a butcher's knife, but I'm also looking for things like screwdrivers and candles. Light is useful. And we've got ourselves some food, some pickled herring, some tomato sauce, and we'll more than likely have some food over here in the fridge, and we do. So, right now, our weight is looking okay, totally fine. We should probably try and bring some food with us, so we'll take the pudding, the yogurt, and we'll leave the pickles and sauerkraut alone for now, and we will carry on. We're going to try and explore most of the building that we are in here, hoping that we aren't going to encounter any dead, but we know from the introduction that Prince Adams has at least encountered some of them in the past. So, we don't need that entire box of alcohol wipes, but we can take the wipes out of the box. We'll take the painkillers as well as the multivitamins as well. We've got some frozen water in the loo there, as it's spring and temperatures are still pretty low. Okay, so we can assume that this little unit here is Prince Adam's, so we're unlikely to encounter anyone else. Let's head upstairs and see what else we can find. I like that he had so much wine in the basement. All right, we're going to get that closed as well. And just checking over this, we've got a lot of soap. And that soap's going to be useful eventually when it comes to cleaning equipment. For now, let's just take the towel, and we'll take that shaving razor with us as well. It doesn't look like we can activate it right now, so I'm assuming you probably need some water to use that. Okay, and this, no doubt, is his room, and I think we have a helmet over there. Hot damn. Full face motorcycle helmet. Elbow pads. You've got some good stuff here, my friend. And a beret with lots of ornaments. Okay, so we're going to go and put the elbow pads on, because that's great. And then we're going to go and put the full face motorcycle helmet on as well. This man is ready for war. We can see that the knit scarf does conflict with the motorcycle helmet, so we'll go and take the scarf off for the moment. I think we can still carry that in our inventory without it being too much of a trouble. Indeed, we can. Okay, so while we're up here, and once we've got a little bit of light, we are just going to crouch down, and let's just have a flick through this to see if it'll teach us anything. It can bring our knowledge of computers up to 1, which I think that is useful enough for us to hold on to for the moment. Okay, let's go close that over. I'd really like for us to have a baseball bat, but it doesn't seem like our lad has any here. Looks like this was probably a guest room. We've got a bandana and a sleeveless fur duster. You are certainly stylish, my friend. We have some wool gloves here, which I think are probably going to encumber us a little bit too much. 20% encumbrance on the hands. It does give you a little bit of protection, but I think we will leave them be for the moment. Checking over here. Ooh, okay, we've got some cigars. We'll take them, and the cigar punch as well. And heading back over towards this, I am tempted for us to wear this sleeveless fur duster. It's a little bit of extra protection for us. It just makes us look magnificent, and it's not really encumbering us all that much. Our torso's feeling pretty warm, as are our legs, but that's okay. It is kind of cold out at the moment. We've got our dress shoes on. We are looking pretty good. As far as our torso, we have the dress shirt, we have the fur duster. That's good. And this belly band here can contain a few different items. Nice. Okay, so we can raise the visor on the helmet as well, so that I believe will allow us to see a little bit better through it. If it does look like we're going to fight, then we will put that away. Okay, so I think it's probably safe enough for us to try and have a look at some of the other homes that are here. We can more than likely find some keys if we go to the admin office. Oh boy. Opening the door here, we can see that the dead are waiting for us. Now, I don't know how Prince Adams is going to perform in combat here. These are his neighbors, and we have a few of them here. Okay, more than I would like. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start moving, as there are quite a few of them here. We're going to climb over this fence, and it looks like they will also have to climb. Or they could just straight up destroy that right away. We're going to take a swing at that zombie runner. We've managed to hit them in the arm, giving them minor bleeding. We are going to take a step back. As that one steps in, we managed to critically hit them. That's really good. We're going to take one more strike, another critical. Okay, and we're just going to take that step back, take 2 swings, and there we go. That is our first one down. Good stuff. We have a smartphone on this individual. Our stamina is looking okay, so I'm alright with us holding for a moment here and allowing a few of them to get towards us. That runner is going to catch up to us first. We're going to try and get 2 strikes there. We have been grabbed. Okay, we need to break that grab. Come on. Okay, we managed to do it, but we did manage to take a little bit of damage there. We got hit in the mouth and our left leg is injured. That zombie runner is injured as well. So let's just have a look in front of us here. It looks like we can disrupt their movement a little bit more. But I think for the moment, we're just going to try and take our strike. That one managed to get a quick hit in on us. I'm mostly concerned with the runners more than the regular zombies, because we should be able to at least get a strike in each time. We can hear our heart is starting to pound. That's because we are getting lower on stamina, and we are bleeding from 2 different wounds now. But that is another zombie dead. Okay, turning around, striking this one here. We've been grabbed by it. We need to break that grab. Okay, let's keep moving. Stamina is getting a little bit lower, and we are starting to get too many around us at once, which I'm not a fan of. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to try and go for this window. So we're going to run over, we're going to jump through that thing, and we're going to try and see if we can hold them at the window. So they're going to try and clamber through, try and get to us, and oh boy, that's a feral human. So that's a little bit more of a problem for Prince at the moment. So I think what we might try and do instead is just close this window. They are going to smash through that eventually, but we are just going to run. We're going to get upstairs and we're going to close that door behind us. We're going to hope that that feral doesn't follow us. We're going to drop that walking cane and we're just going to put pressure on our wounds. They're just little scratches, really, more than anything, so it doesn't take much to stop that bleeding. Let's go and pick up that cane once again. And we're just going to try and hold our position here. We might actually go crouched, and we're just going to wait. We're trying to wait for our stamina to come back. Okay, let's catch our breath, and sure enough, we're able to do that. That's good. And so now we're going to have a look at stealing from his neighbors, because that's what we do in the apocalypse. Okay, Prince. Let's crack that open and see what we have around us here. Some table tennis shoes, or tennis shoes. I don't know why they're on a table. That's where the table tennis came from. We have a kimono over here and a number of clothes. So still keeping our eyes peeled for light gloves or any kind of gloves, really, that aren't too heavy. And, you know, a backpack of some kind would be great, but we're not going to hold our breath for that. Clip-on tie. How nice. Now, I do think that that could potentially count as being stylish. So let's have a look at putting our clip-on tie on. And if we have a look at our morale, we are stylish. We are craving fire though, because Prince Adams is a pyromaniac. He has also done a bit of fire dancing in his past, and so I think that's where the pyromania comes from. All right, book-wise over here, Teaching Computing in Secondary Schools. Another computing book. Fantastic. We will grab that. And we'll check out the bathroom here. Candles. Excellent. We are going to take those candles. We're also going to take the shaving kit. We'll take the hydrogen peroxide. We're going to go and drop that original shaver that we picked up. There we go. And we could further improve our mood by using the shaving kit. I think we're going to do that. So now if we have a look at our morale, freshly shaven. Excellent. So morale is going to give us more focus. It just has us in a better mood overall. Let's see what else we have here. Nothing that we really want. We could take the other candle with us. I think that's probably still worth us doing. And down here, dental floss and a few other bits and pieces. So let's have a look at the alcohol wipes that we picked up. We're going to go and use those on our wounds. It's very, very basic stuff that we're doing right now. It's going to be very poor disinfection, but we're just making sure that they are at least disinfected. And then we could have a look at just knocking back one painkiller because we are in mild pain at the moment. Okay, with that, I think we're going to try and see if we can just poke our head downstairs. We seem to be okay so far. Let's go for a crouch, poke down. We know that there will be some zombies in this house. Sure enough, we can see one, but I think that they're elsewhere right now. So let's just go downstairs, okay? And we know that we're not going to be able to see very well down here at all. Okay, someone is down here with us. We have a talking doll, we have some old candy, and some marbles. Now, I do need to remember that we have a few items that we can throw. The crate is locked, we could pry it open with the right tool. Okay, we don't have that tool. Not right now, though. Okay, oh boy, those are zombie children. Okay, I think that we're just going to, damn it. I was going to say we're going to have him just run back, because I don't think Prince is going to want to take out someone's grandkids. He was only a child. And little is different about it now, aside from the hungry look in its eyes. Yeah, he's going to feel really bad if he takes these kids out. So I think he is just going to try and run away for the moment. Okay, with that, we could duck into the kitchen, potentially. We're just going to stay in the darkness for now. We can see that they have smashed the window. There's a little bit of blood there. I think that's our blood. And we can definitely hear shuffling outside. Yeah, okay. So, one of the kids is already there. All right, and is that more shuffling here? We hear whomp, right. Okay. Not a good or great situation for us to be in. We need to look at running. Ideally, we would have run past this one here, but that did not happen. Okay, so we need to break out of this grab now, and we need to get back upstairs because we can potentially get out from up here. It's not going to be easy. Dropping through the window is effectively what we would have to do if that is what we need to do, and that might be the case. It's actually a little bit difficult to tell. This might be, I can't tell if this is on the level. Oh no, this is a ledge, it's just open air and we can't actually see down beneath us at the moment. We're just gonna hang out in the window and just let our stamina come back. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah, for some reason we cannot see down there. So I'm just going to peek. We cannot see anything down there at all. Right, that's not great. There is a small possibility that some of them may have moved on. We're going to leave that window open just in case we do need to just run. We'll do a little peek, another little peek. So far, so good. Okay, making our way up towards the stairs. Oh. Okay, I can see a downspout here, but that's not something that we can easily reach. There is a table there though, so that would make me think that we could probably drop out that way. Let's just peek downstairs. Okay, there's a zombie immediately there. So I think that this window is probably our best shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and drop the walking cane, just so that we have both of our hands free. Okay, all right. Now, climb down by lowering yourself from the gap. From the ledge. That's what we're going to try and do. It's somewhat risky to climb down like this. Falling would hurt. There's nothing here to help you climb. It's not that far though. Let's try. And it hurts like buggery. Yep. We do have to remember that while he's only 55, he's still kind of being treated as a senior citizen in this game. And that's not good. We can see that he fell down, tore a few of his items as he did slip there, and took a serious amount of damage across his entire body. We're going to go and try and, well, we can't actually close that window. Damn. Okay, well, let's go wield that walking cane, and we need to get through here ASAP. Okay. All right, there is a nice big wall at the back of the property here, which is really good. And actually accessing the rest of these houses, I think doing it from the back here is going to be the best way to do it. We need bandages, among other things. There is a brainless zombie down here. Okay, so we're in severe pain right now, so we're definitely going to have to try and take some more painkillers. We'll go knock back 2 of those at the moment. Okay, I don't think we can open that window, at least not easily from here, not without a prying tool, but that door is open. So we're just going to leave that brainless zombie alone for now. We've just seen a feral human to the southeast, but they have not seen us, not yet. Okay, so let's just wait. We need to be really, really patient now, because we don't really have the ability to fight. Our strength is terrible. This is not great. Let's just try and poke our head down here for the moment. Okay, so we want to try and go and close this curtain. Now the brainless zombie, it is still able to hear at least a little bit, so we'll be tracking our movements. Now I think if we go crouched, we're not going to be making as much sound. Difficult to tell. I mean, actually, no, we can see at the top. When we're moving, there is a slight variation, but it's mostly, well, it's pretty close to 0. Peeking outside, we're not seeing that feral, so that's good. So let's just keep on moving like this for the moment. We're just going to start peeking with each step to make sure that we're good. We get that closed. We can see blood on the wall here, which I'm assuming is from outside. We can also hear some movement. Now that front door is locked. I am guessing they're probably hearing the doors opening and closing in here. The ferals are slightly smarter. Oh, we've got some tramadol here. We are going to take that as well as the actual antiseptic. Okay. And while we're here, there are some more alcohol wipes that are just in a cardboard box. We are just going to use those because it's free for us to do so. So we're just going to go through one by one and just disinfect all of our limbs. Yeah, it was a bit of a risky call jumping out of that window, but really we had to do it. So yeah, we're also going to take this inhaler. It's not something that we need immediately ourselves, but it is pretty common for others to need those things. So I think it's useful for us to have that for the moment. And let's see, we do appear to be alone here at the moment. Fletcher's friend can teach us a little bit about archery. Right now, I think we'd focus more on throwing than anything though. Let's peek our head downstairs. Okay, we're just going to stay sneaking like this for the moment. We've got a hard hat. I did forget to put down our visor, so that is something that I need to remember to do when we get into the thick of things. Oh, is that a flashlight? It is. It's a heavy-duty flashlight. Okay, so let's have a look at that thing. We're going to go and redesignate that as F, so that we can go and pop it on. We've got a damn sauna down here. Okay, not bad. We've got some nice clean water, so let's go drink some of that now, just to make sure that we can get ourselves nice and hydrated. The rest of that we will just take with us. Let's close that up behind us and just check over here. Emerald green pants. Well, let's have a look at our equipment that we have at the moment. The tool belt is really the only thing that is damaged, so that's okay. All right, and that's all there is to this place. Right, now if we were to make some kind of prying tool, that would be rather handy because it means that we'd be able to get access to these crates. You can also just smash them to pieces, but right now our strength is abysmal, so it's not gonna really help us. Let's see, we are under the effects of painkillers. I think we're gonna take one more of these and just try and sit on that for now. We'll turn that flashlight back off and let's head upstairs and see what else we can find here. First of all, we need to get that window closed. We don't want anyone to know that we are in here. Okay, pair of wool gloves. Yet again, too unruly for us. Oh, okay, we heard a clang outside and nothing in these cupboards. And in this room, let's go and close that. A headlamp. Oh, and a silver watch and a silver hairpin. The hairpin we can wear easy. The silver watch we can also wear relatively easy as well. So that means that we can probably go and drop our pocket watch. The silver watch is going to be fancier for us, so it is going to keep us in a better mood. And some copper lockets. They're not going to be quite as nice as some other things that we could be wearing around our neck, so we're probably, well,
We could really bling ourselves out, couldn't we? Let's go and wear one of the copper lockets for the moment, and we'll just make sure that that isn't really affecting us at all. It won't. It provides no protection, and it's not really encumbering us. That is okay. Let's check the bathroom up the top here. A lot more candles. That's good. Some more hydrogen peroxide. We could probably look at putting that onto some of our more... Oh, we can't use it because it's been spilt. Interesting. Okay, that's fine. But yeah, we could have maybe put that on our head. And actually, speaking of that, we do have some hydrogen peroxide. It'll make it pore disinfectant. That's still better than nothing at all. Okay, so we are going to be trying to make our way into the property that's just to the south of us. And I think the way that we want to try and do that, first of all, we get grabbed by the brainless zombie. That's not good. Okay, we want to start trying to run. We're going to break that grab. We're going to turn around and just whack them a few times there. Okay, take another step back. Another whack, but they did manage to grab us. Damn, we are really struggling with these grabs right now. Okay, we managed to just break that. We're going to try and see if we can slow this thing down on the couch, ideally. All right, or it's just going to step around us. That's fine. I'm also okay with that. All right, we don't want to be taking any more damage. Okay, so let's get our breath back. We've taken more than enough in the way of wounds. So climbing over this, we're going to cautiously try and make our way in. However, the door is locked. So that ain't going to happen. Now, we could... we can't pry those either. Yeah, no. We could smash the window. Honestly, let's do it. A little bit of breaking and entering. We're going to try and make this fast because that noise definitely will have drawn things over towards us. In saying that, we're going to slow down a little bit. And oh boy, no, that's a feral human. It is on our ass. Okay, so we are going to turn around. We're going to close that door behind us. And I think at this stage, let's go over the north fence here. Okay, just putting some more distance between us and our enemies. Let's leave that gate open for now because we can still make use of that. Okay. Yeah, so this entire area, it's fully fenced in. We can't actually climb over that wall. That's not bad. I wonder how far that extends, because if that extends the entire way along here, this is an incredibly good location to set up a base in Cataclysm. I've never really thought of it that way, but that's a really, really good option. But only if the stone wall goes the entire way around. We have a dead person here that was a panicked person. They have a smartphone on them and some caffeinated chewing gum. I wouldn't mind grabbing those. Let's see how far away that zombie is right now. It's quite far to the south. I think we can make it over here. Let's just try and grab. We'll take that caffeinated chewing gum. Prince here definitely knew this person. They've got some candy on them. We'll just take the smartphone for the moment. Okay, and let's see here. I think this is probably an entrance if I had to get... Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, not quite. The wall does continue, that's great, but there was a feral human just waiting on the other side for us here, ready to just grab us and do some pretty significant damage. So we need to jump off this fence right away, and yeah, that really sucks. We're in severe pain right now, and we're probably not feeling very good about things. So, oh wow, it just bashed straight through that. Okay, we need to run, and we need to run fast. Okay, so it's definitely going to be able to open the gate, but if we close it fast enough, it might not know that we were there. It fully depends how smart it is, and it's pretty freaking smart. It's pretty freaking smart because it's already gotten through there. So we need to just be ready to just jump through this window if that door opens. Okay, you know what? I think we're going to take a tramadol. The pain is bad enough that I think it warrants it. And we may have to have a look at making our own bandages. Okay, so there's a lot of sounds that we can hear moving around us right now. We just need to be very wary with our next few steps. Okay, something is like right in the backyard now. I'm just going to peek. Okay, we can't see anything. We're going to turn on safe mode so that if while we're waiting something pops up, it will warn us of that. Okay, we're still okay, but something is certainly close to us here. We've got our stamina back though, that's the main thing. We just need to figure out where this is. Okay, we've just heard glass breaking. That was more than likely that window there. So we should see something come through here in just a second. And as soon as that happens, we need to get ready to run. I hate this so much. Let's see. Can I peek and see that? Okay, it definitely broke the glass there. I don't think that it was the brainless zombie. I think that was probably the feral that has been hunting us. Either way, our lad here really needs to just not be out and about right now. If we can get him back to his own home, that would be good, but I don't know if that's going to happen. So his place is back here. We did open the front door. It says that he doesn't have keys. It says that the back door is locked, and that probably still is. If we're fast here, we might be able to get out and over. Let's just peek. Okay, so that feral is right there. Okay, just trying to keep my eyes out. I just want to know if it's going to go one way or the other. You know what? Let's actually go and throw one of the die. We just want to throw it like over here. Wow, we could not throw that very far, could we? Pick up arcane. Okay, this thing is on us. So let's turn. We go this way here. It's on the move. That's fine. We're trying to just outpace it right now. Okay, now we get ready to go. Close that door. Go up here. Close that door. Okay. All right, I think we managed to get away from it. Oh boy. We didn't get away from that zombie though. This is fine. This is fine. We have another gate that we can go through. Okay. All right, let's get into this house. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, and now we get a chance to have a look at a few things. We're going to take this cotton patch with us because we need to start making bandages. We've not found any as of yet. Let's also take some food from the fridge. Just in case we get stuck somewhere for a while, it's good to have options. We've got some bacon, wonderful. We've got some lunch meat, also wonderful. And we'll take that processed gelatin dessert. It sounds like something is right here, so we need to be ready to deal with that something. We're just going to go crouched or go crouched. Yeah, there we go. You can also go prone if you just want to really crawl along, but I think this should be fine. Oh, and we've got quite a bit of food here. Some beans, lots of seasoning and stuff like that. What else do we have stowed away here? We'll take those pliers. We'll take the X-Acto knife. The duct tape is almost always going to be helpful. These long strings, same deal there. No screwdrivers or anything like that. That's okay. Office scissors, useful. All of those things are basic tools, and most of those tools can go straight into our tool belt. We have a chef knife. Awesome. So let's go drop the butcher's knife for now. I mean, we could keep it. It's not really weighing us down too much. I think it's good to have options. So let's just stick with that for the moment. And we've got a nice big propane tank here as well. So if and when we do decide to leave this place, we can leave it in a dramatic fashion. Okay, let's get over towards that window, get that closed. Trapper's Life and Outdoor Adventures, both useful books for us to read to get a little bit of survival knowledge and also device/trapping knowledge. We've got some ibuprofen here, some calcium tablets that we're probably not going to worry about taking. The cough syrup is certainly going to be useful. It can potentially help us get to sleep if we really struggle. We feel our right leg getting warm. That'll be the fur coat. Right, okay, so let's just go for a regular walk now. We're going to go into the basement here. We're going to turn on that light immediately. And interesting. Swords and fireballs. And some sorcery cards. They're game cards and nothing more than that. There's also a foam rubber bat. It's not going to be good for bashing, but yeah, if we can get our hands on a baseball bat, we are going to be deadly. Absolutely deadly. Now, I do wonder, this probably still counts as like a mace, kind of, what we're wielding. Okay. This is a very interesting little secret bunker room thing. We have a console here, and that's a freaking hunting knife. Okay, so we'll go and drop the chef's knife, because we no longer need that. The butcher's knife we will still keep for butchery purposes. Okay, we've still not found a single band-aid, but we've got some more aspirin, kind of aspirin for days, really. We'll go and take that. The cough syrup, I don't think we can pour into anything else, but the multivitamins, we'll go and take those as well. Checking the trunk here, there is a pocket knife. Okay, it does have some fine cutting and cutting qualities. It has butchering, but nothing more than that. And it looks like, I was going to say honey, but no, it's just some canned goods. So this is someone's little survival shelter in their basement here. welcome to my PC. I haven't seen a home PC like this before. Bingo Championships Online. Error in power supply. Reserve power activated. Save all work and safely shut this device down immediately. Let's see if we can access messages. Security Gate and Survivors Club. Okay, let's see the message re Security Gate. Greetings everyone in our fine community. I wanted to give you an update on Shady Hill's official stance on the security and safety of our esteemed residents. We are doing everything in our power to keep you safe from harm. We understand that the news has been frightening lately with the talk of violence in the streets. Rest assured that you are safe inside of our neighborhood. Out of an abundance of caution, we are installing a new front gate to the entrance of the neighborhood. This gate will keep back even the most violent of criminals. Should you have any questions or concerns, please contact our service portal. And this is from Randolph Van Buren. You know, I think we might have a secondary objective here. What if Prince was to clear this place? Burn all the bodies and turn it into some kind of a safe haven. I think that's definitely on the cards. I think he will still need to find a refugee center, maybe to potentially bring people back to here, because this, honestly, in my mind, is safer than the refugee center, at least the way it's set up. And then we have Survivors Club. This is from Jamie Frost. Hey there, thank you for your interest in our club. We're really excited to have you. I'll have to come check out your panic room sometime. A few of us are going to go and check out the cave in the park if you want to come join us. Officially, it's supposed to be off limits, but what are they going to do about it? I heard it even connects to the sewers. Maybe if the world really goes to hell like they're all thinking, we can make some use of it. I'm kidding, I don't believe in that crap. This is very cool world building, and I'd be really interested to see if there is a cave nearby. And then we of course have daily bingo news as well. We'll go back to the main page and we'll connect to Bingo Championships Online, but the web page cannot be found because the internet is effectively down right now. We'll go and log off of that PC. That's so cool to see. And what an interesting basement this is. I think we will have a look upstairs as well, just to be certain that we are actually alone in this place. Let's go back to our crouch stance. We can close the window, but we cannot close it fully because there are no curtains on that one. And our lack of bandages continues. So we are definitely going to need to make some bandages. That's okay. We have another inhaler and some more clothing that we don't really need. We'll go and close that and the curtain. Just a quilt in this room here. Okay. All right. So we have a little bit of light here. Let's see what we might need to try and make some makeshift bandages. So cotton sheets are what we require, or a patchwork cotton sheet. Okay, where might we get that from then? We could potentially look at trying to take apart things like quilts. That is a potential option. Say if we were to butcher this quilt, it would take 2 minutes. It gives us felt. So felt is not what we need. And I don't think it was patches. It was actually sheets. So disassemble might be the right option for us. These are work gloves. I don't know what we'll get out of taking them apart. But yeah, taking apart, let's say, the dress shirt, you get cotton sheets. Okay, so we want to go for actual clothing, which we did have some clothes like up here. So we'll go get a little bit of light. Okay, and we can get quite a few cotton sheets from the long underwear top here. It's going to take an hour to take it apart, but it's going to be worth spending that time doing that. Okay, he only managed to get 4 cotton sheets out of that, but that's okay. Our pain has started to go down a little bit, so that's good. Let's head back in and have a look at making some makeshift bandages. So using a tool here, a cutting tool, it does make it a little bit faster. We can go and make 4 of those, and each of these craftings are going to make 3. So we should have a few makeshift bandages now. Sure enough, we do. Now those bandages, we can potentially boil them, which will make them even more effective at what they do. But it doesn't actually look like we know how to do that just yet. Okay. We can practice bandaging though. Getting a little bit of healthcare skill will make a big difference when it comes to applying these. I mean, even just practicing for a little bit manages to get our skill to level 1. So we'll stop practicing, see that our healthcare is indeed at level 1. Then if we were to continue practicing, if we head along to practice, this can only bring our healthcare up to level 1. Okay. So for advanced bandaging, we need to be proficient, I see. And that proficiency will take a while for us to learn. It's the wound care proficiency that we need. So let's just have a look and see how much they would actually do for us. It's going to be poor. That is still better than nothing. At the same time though, we're not in a rush here. We could just continue practicing that skill for a little while longer. We're relatively comfortable in here right at the moment, and we'll just say keep working until our proficiency increases. We can see the time going by and we're actually proficient in wound care now, so we'll stop practicing. That's great. That will then allow us to go back to practice and go to advanced bandaging. So if we can get our theoretical knowledge up, that will really help how good these things can be. That's already level 2, so we'll stop practicing there and we'll see how much longer that will take us to learn. Yeah, so it can take us to level 3. All right, let's give it a shot. And excellent. As the light starts to leave us here, we've managed to get that to level 3. Now that's just our theoretical understanding. It will take practice for us to actually get better at applying those. Now, because we have been able to do that, have we figured out how to make boiled bandages? Indeed, it does look like we have. We can also bleach them as well. So for us to be able to boil them, we are going to need some actual kind of cooker set up, but that will make them better. So I wouldn't mind just trying to see if we can figure out how we might be able to do that. We will need access to water and we will need a proper cooker. I believe, was it this one here? That, yeah, we had the propane tank at. I don't think connect disconnected oven to the grid. That's not going to really do anything for us. Now this is just a regular oven, so it's not a gas oven. I just really want to be certain of that, because what we can do is we can put wood into part of the oven and kind of try and use it like an old stove. It's not an efficient way to do things at all, but that is something that we can do. I'm thinking though that might be more than we actually need to do right now. I don't recall us seeing bleach anywhere, which sucks because that would be good. I think we're still just going to apply them. Even if it is poor, it's going to be better than having nothing at all on. So we're just going to go and apply those across the board. We can see that we are fully bandaged here. It does seem like we could potentially get that to be average, or rather, oh, it is average right now and it will go to poor. Okay, so I guess we just succeeded well at that. We have a few that aren't disinfected, so let's have a look at using some antiseptic on the things that really matter. So we're going to go for our head, and we're also going to look at going for our torso. For everything else, we can just use some hydrogen peroxide. It is still going to be good by the looks of things here, so yay. Good disinfection across the board. Left leg was the only other one that needed it to be done. Okay, so we should start to heal up a little bit from that. We are definitely going to need to recover some more. Well, yes and no. I still think it's going to be worth it. Resting, that is. Let's just head up into here. We have our melee weapon close by. What I'd like to have a look at doing is seeing if we can practice some other skills. We can practice dodging a little bit here. We can also practice melee, and that's something that we haven't really gotten down yet. Prince Adams had skill at swinging a bat, but at balls in baseball, not at people's heads. But we can see that his melee is at 34% right now. Let's try and see if we can get that up a level just by practicing here. All right, okay, that did not take long at all. Dodge is probably another one that we'd want to have a look at, because he doesn't actually have any skill in it. We can see that it's 2.1, but that's just because of what he's wearing at the moment. So let's try and get a little bit of practice in for dodging about. Yet again, same deal, managed to get that up. For us to take that further is going to be more difficult for us to do. But we could look at things like athletics. Let's just see where we're at. But that's going to help with stamina and whatnot. So he's got an athletics of 1. We can get that higher just by doing some basic training here. That can get our athletics up to level 2. We're going to keep on trying here. Awesome. Okay, we'll stop practicing as the light is going down over the horizon there. Let's have a look at having some dinner. We're very hungry at the moment, so we'll eat some lunch meat. We're going to knock back those pieces of bacon, and then let's maybe look at having that pudding as well. We'll have some clean water, and then I think we'll probably just finish that up with some multivitamins. Not the best meal in the world, not the worst by any means. And I think we're probably going to have a look at sleeping here. I think we should be relatively comfortable enough to do so. So let's see if we can get away with it. Let's definitely close this door because yikes. We're going to keep that cane in hand and we're going to knock the visor down on this thing and we shall sleep. Okay, and Prince Adams awakens at 4:20 in the morning, hungry and at the start of a new day. But that is a day that we shall explore together in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed the continuation of our short survival series with a fresh new face, one that I think is going to be able to make it. But still, caution will be needed. And once Prince has cleared out all these homes here and dealt with the dead as respectfully as he can, then he shall set out in search of others. Hopefully, some still live in this dying world. And so, I ask you all, if you enjoyed today's episode and if you're looking forward to the continuation of this series here, please consider leaving a comment or a like to let me know if you enjoyed the show. As for now, I have been Rycon, you have all been awesome, and until next time, stay